Hey, kun je me horen? Hoi, Lego Kermisbuurt, kun je me horen? Hey, can you guys hear me? All right. Guess I'm live for the first time ever. And everybody can hear me. That's great. So the reason I'm doing this live is because, well, first of all, I didn't have a lot of time to record some new videos today. And I got a really nice new set just in the mail, and I want to start building that. So it looked like a great opportunity to start to try out a live build for the first time. So first of all, I see there's a couple of people watching at the moment. I think I will wait a couple of minutes in the meantime. Maybe one of you can guess which set I'm going to build. What is coming up? It's a really, really new set. What do you guess the set is going to be? It's brand new. All right, let's get this started. So this just came in the mail today. A box from the Lego official store. Let's see what's in here, and start building immediately. So as you can see, I have everything set up here to also record the building with the normal camera. So I'm doing a live and a speed build in the same time. All right. So this might be a bit early in the season, but I got the new Winter Village set, which I'm dying to start building. I was looking forward to this one a lot. Super happy that it came out this early. And of course, VIPs only, so it's not accessible for everybody at the moment. But it will be on, I think, the 1st of October. But that doesn't matter. I will start the build immediately already here. And like I said, in the meantime, I will also start recording the build, so you can also get a bit of an idea how this whole process is done usually. All right, so I have my camera set up here to record all the steps that I'm going to take. And in the meantime, I'm gonna keep an eye out on the live stream as well. All right, let's get this started. So I always do my recording like this. I have my big table set up with some lighting, a camera, and of course the box of Lego that I'm going to start. So this is actually a pretty nice way for me to also see what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, and in the meantime know what I'm doing by looking at the screen right in front of me. There we go. Let's open this baby up. Hello, who do we have here? So, in case you missed the opening, I just got a new package in, and I'm live building the new Santa's Visit, the Winter Village set. Really looking forward to this one. I really like when Lego announces a set and it's available like a couple of seconds, well, a couple of days after, like it was the case with this one. Really nice. So we're looking at the new Winter Village set. And in the meantime, of course, I'm also doing my normal recording, so I can also make a speed build video afterwards of this whole process. I really like the look of this set. Can everybody hear me okay? Okay, so let this build going. Let's get it going. And open up bag number 1. So it's always, yeah, pretty much, always have to take a very good look at what I'm doing with the camera right in front of me for the speed build. So the first bag, we have 3 little bags inside. I see some minifigures. I see a Christmas tree and some more snow stuff going on. Yeah, there's not a lot of people watching, but that doesn't matter. It's the first time I'm trying this, so I didn't expect it to be a lot of people, but it's really nice for you to join. Okay, so let's get the first minifigure going. So it looks like it's an older man. I will show it to you in a second when I'm done with this one. He looks very happy, huge smile on his face. There we go. We have the first minifigure. Can you see it a bit? The lighting is not too good. Maybe like this. So we're starting with a bit of a little fence, it looks like. I'm wondering if this is going to be separate from the entire set. It looks like it. Which I'm not a huge fan of, I have to say, if they make a lot of the smaller additional parts to the set. I usually like the one big builds more than all the loose separate elements. So yeah, Lego does that a lot, of course, with city builds. For instance, you get like 7 booklets, and yeah, usually all the builds individually are not that interesting. So I much more prefer it if there's one big build going on. Oh, I already messed up a bit. All right. I never saw this piece before. There's there's a little, it looks like a fluorescent transparent little cone in there. That's cool. Always good to see some new pieces. And I see a light brick. I didn't even know that there was a light brick in the set. I usually don't like to look into new sets too much before I get them. It's for me always nice to really have the surprise of seeing what's in a set and all the little details. I don't really like it to really analyze everything too much beforehand, actually. That is a nice way to build a little mailbox here. Cool stuff. Okay, I think this is part one. It's a little fence. Okay, so we have the first little part done. So the first booklet is really, really small. So there can be a lot of interesting stuff going on here, but we're building a Christmas tree in September. One moment. All right, here we go with the light brick. I didn't expect it to be this early on in the set. So it's probably going to be lighting up the Christmas tree from the inside. Ah, nice, nice, nice. I'm wondering where they're going with this entire thing, because it looks like we have the light brick here in the base of the Christmas tree, but what is that going to do for the tree itself? That's interesting, to say the least. So we got some lights going on here. I actually really like that every year. So I personally I own all the Winter Village sets from the first to the last. I'm really lucky that I got even the first ones. It's always nice to see that they manage to find different ways to build these little Christmas trees. Like, I don't think there's ever a year where they did exactly the same 2 times. Ah, okay. I think I see where this is going. That's pretty cool. So it looks like they're making up a structure, so the Christmas tree will be lit up from the inside. There's some transparent bricks going on in the middle here. That's a really cool idea. I didn't know that before I got this. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah, there's really a transparent base in the middle of this thing. Cool idea. Yeah, we're almost there. At least the first part. There's still a lot more to build after this, of course. It was actually surprising to me to see how many pieces the set has, because it's like 1400, yeah, 1445, but you wouldn't see it if you just look at it from the outside, I think. Let's pause the camera for a bit. More transparent bricks in the middle. Oh, I made a mistake again. Okay, we have more transparent stuff going on. I'm really curious how this is going to look in the end, because there's a lot of transparent stuff where the light actually could go through. All right, that's it. Let's see how this works. All right, nice. That's a cool little detail. So we have a little Christmas tree, and if you press it down, you can see, not too well, but you can see that it lights up. What else do we got? Some gifts. So the first booklet is almost done, which is a bit weird that they have one super small booklet like this and then the rest of the building in one. I don't know why they couldn't have just put it in one big build, but must be a reason for that. Oh, almost forgot a little piece there. We got a rocket. What's this? Looks like a trumpet. There's a lot of spare parts here. So everything here, it's spare parts. That's actually a lot for the first bag. Okay. Let's put this here. So you can see what we already did. And then we're going, because yeah, that's the end of book one. Okay, first little part is done. And let's get to book number 2. Okay, here we go, bag number 2. A lot of stuff going on here. Let's get the bags away. And we're going to start, of course, with another minifigure. That's a cool hairpiece. That's new. It's a really cool hairpiece. Okay, let's get the minifigure built. Another very happy little minifigure. Nice, nice. With a little cup of coffee. The hairpiece is really cool on this one. Let's see if you can get a bit of a closer view on it. Really nice stuff. Let's put her here so you can see it. And now the build really starts after that little small stuff that we started on. Now we're going for the base of the main building. I really like how they decided for this year's build to really have a unique form of the build. So it's not that rectangular. It really has a unique little form to it. And I'm curious how that will look in the end, and especially combined with the other Winter Village sets, of course. I see some more people joined. Hello, everybody. Good evening. Where is the piece? There is the piece. Thought it was hidden. Hey, hey, good to see you here on my first live stream ever. Do you recognize the set already? No, almost put the wrong piece there. Ahoy, expand your world. Good to see you here. Hey, George. George's Gaming Guide. Nice to have you here this evening. So do you guys already know what I'm building? I know this part here looks a bit like it's from Star Wars, but if you look in the front here, you might have an idea of what we're doing. Yes, it is. Good guess. So, of course, I've been collecting the Winter Village sets, well, since I started collecting Lego again, so after my dark age, as they call it. And since then, I never skipped any of the sets. So, of course, I had to get this one as soon as it came out. And I'm actually also really curious to how this works out, because it looks really nice from what I saw. I usually don't like to get deep into all the details beforehand, so I don't like to spoil the anticipation of a set before by looking at too many reviews or pictures online. I really like to just get the set, start building, and let all the surprises be come naturally to me while building. But I think it's nice for some people to be able to join me here. George, how many Christmas sets do you have? From the Christmas Village sets, I actually have all of them. So even the ones that are now considered rare, the very first and the second, I think, I managed to get them second hand from someone a couple of years back. And yeah, I got really lucky with that. Because the first couple of sets came out actually a couple of years before I started collecting again. So yeah, I got quite lucky with that. I really like the form they're going for here. It's really something new. So how is everybody tonight? Well, George, you will see the complete collection. At the moment, it's still most of it is still broken down. At least it is separated in bags. Like I always keep my Lego. It's never like mixed in like a full bag or something, but it's always sorted set by set. And I will start on working, building everything up again, which I do every year actually. Tired, hard day at work. I can relate to that, man. I also just came back from work. The only thing that kept me up the entire day was knowing that when I came home, there would be a nice Lego set waiting for me. So I'm really happy to get my hands on it right now. I almost messed up there. Luckily, I caught my own mistake in time. But yeah, to continue with answering your question, George, I will start rebuilding all the Winter Village sets. And hopefully I can release the reviews this year, all of them. Hey, Estia, nice to have you here this evening. Long time no see. And of course, I am already having fun building like I always do. There's nothing better than getting your hands on a brand new Lego set. Really cool base we have here. Nice, George. I will keep you all updated when the videos will launch. So, do you guys have your own Christmas sets or Christmas traditions with Lego, or not really? Not really. No Christmas village in your house. I have to say, I'm also not like the biggest holiday celebrator in that sense. But I just really have a weakness for the style of the Winter Village sets. I really like them, especially since they always have this sort of European Germanish feel to them, which is always really cozy if you go there in wintertime. Oh, you mean you buy the sets for yourself instead of getting them as presents? Hey Xavier, nice to see you here this evening. Glad you can join. Nothing pirate related this time, but I'm working on the new Winter Village set, which just got in the mail and I couldn't wait to get my hands on it. And thanks for checking out the video, The Pirates of the Barracuda Bay. Man, best set in the world, right? George, haven't got many Christmas sets. We got a Dickens scene the first time around and the Lego Snow Globe. Yeah, the Dickens one I also got, but it's weird because I saw on the website that they actually are giving that out again. I got it last year with, I think, my Christmas shopping then. Asia, no, not really. Just more time to work for Crazy Carrot Company. Shout out to Crazy Carrot Company. The Advent calendars, yeah. I have a couple of those. I think I have a Harry Potter one from last year and then 2 city ones from a couple of years back, but not too many, actually. Xavier, yes, I am Dutch. Is there something you need to tell me about that? Are you also Dutch? I'm making a change, getting the ATTE and the Sam's Crawler for Christmas. Okay, so it's going to be a Star Wars Christmas. Well, that's super nice as well, of course. All right, Expand Your World. See you next time. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, the Marvel Advent Calendar. I saw that one, and it's really cool. I like the mashup between the Christmas and the Marvel stuff. Actually, much better than the Harry Potter one from this year, at least. Also, I'm not a huge fan of the Advent calendars because it's all really tiny, minuscule builds, and I like something more beefy, like this, for instance. Xavier, cool. I think there's a few more Dutch. Also Dutch, nice. That's really cool. That I take that as a compliment. Apparently, you can't hear it in my accent when I do the video, so I'm going to give myself that compliment here. Usually, I notice that people can really easily pick up on Dutch accents in English, and I always try my best to not sound too Dutch in the way I speak. German. Well, there might be a reason why you thought that, actually. Because I live in the very, very south of the Netherlands. And so I also speak the dialect, and I speak German. I speak next to English and Dutch. Also, so yeah, some other languages, Romanian a bit, and a bit of Scandinavian languages. But yeah, the German is a common misconception. No offense whatsoever. But yeah, it is absolutely something you hear quite often when you live in the south of the Netherlands, that people think you are either Belgian or German. So it's not weird at all that you thought so. There's some really tiny details going on here, and some interesting building techniques that are going to be very useful in mocking, actually. I never knew that the curved tiny edge pieces, the flat curved ones, fit within the angle, the axis of the hinge pieces. That's really nice. My favorite Christmas set, man, let me think about that. I think the one that comes to me the first is, good question, very good question. I think it's the the cottage, the ski cottage. It's also the biggest one, I think. I love that one a lot. And the carousel. That's also a beautiful set. Really nice to build as well. I missed a couple of steps. I'm not really paying attention. I'm I'm too focused on the questions. But don't let that disturb you from asking them. I'm actually enjoying this a lot. I must have messed up somewhere because it doesn't really fit. So yeah, favorite Christmas Lego Christmas sets. I think the cottage, because that's also one of the first I got. I think it might have actually been the first one that I got in the year it came out, and it's just huge, and the details on the inside are amazing. Really nice. Xavier. For me, I will be so happy with the blacksmith. That's another masterpiece. You're absolutely right. That build is so amazing. I actually did a speed build and a review of that, but I did it when I just started out with my channel. So it's still in the old the old style. So it's a bit of a longer set to watch that video. But of course, you can check it out on my channel. But yeah, that's an amazing set. The blacksmith, I think it is next to the medieval castle. I think it's my favorite set of this year so far. I really love that one. Essie, I have to leave. We need to complete some Ninjago sets. Made a bicycle trip of 35 kilometers this afternoon to pick up a few pieces. Hope to talk to you soon about some nice castle sets hanging around here. All right. Thank you for joining, Asia. And I will stay in contact. By the way, so you know, Asia is also Dutch. So we have some Dutch people around here. What did I do wrong? I messed something up. Oh, I messed up big. I made a really huge mistake. Okay, let's correct it. If I can. I overlooked one tiny piece, so now I placed everything one spot on the wrong side. Yeah, so yeah, I totally get that. I also usually don't really watch a lot of speed builds and reviews before I get a set. I really want to have the experience while building myself for the first time. Which might be a bit of a contradiction since I'm doing speed builds here. But to each their own, I guess. Man, this was a really dumb mistake. Especially since I just placed all the little flat tiles, which are going to be annoying to take them off. But life would be too easy if you don't sometimes make a mistake, right? Oh, George, 5 years in a row, the Advent calendar from Star Wars. That's really awesome. What do you do with the Advent calendars after you're done, George? Do you display the micro builds that are in there, or do you usually just keep them as is and put them aside or display them like that? Almost done correcting my dumb mistake. That's a great experience, right? First time I do a live stream and I mess up like within the first couple of steps. Oh well, part of it, right? All right, that explains why it didn't fit the first time when I tried it. But now it should. Xavier, I have to be honest, I'm just out of my dark ages. I just managed to buy Barracuda Bay last summer. That took me back into Lego, so I only got that one new. All the rest I filled in brick set. 130 sets. I am now grinding them together. That's awesome, man. Used to put them back in the box and bring them out each year, but now just display them. Okay, yeah, I get that. So, George, if I understand it correctly, so you do have a lot of Lego from when you were young, but you're just coming out of your dark ages now. So it's Barracuda Bay that brought you back in, actually. That's really awesome. I get it, but that's really cool to hear. And 130 sets, that is still quite a lot, especially if you didn't really collect lately. Yeah, the nostalgia is amazing in that one. Like you said as well, with the medieval blacksmith also has a lot of nostalgic things in there, but also the medieval castle, the Creator 3-in-1 model, that also has a lot of throwbacks to the classic castle sets. Also really nice. And the haunted house. The haunted house is full of adventures, nostalgia, really cool. Managed to rebuild Black Sea Barracuda from 1990. Black Sea Barracuda from 1990. Well, there's a bit of a story behind that one. I did buy, about a year back, I bought the entire collection of a previous Lego collector. And the book and the base of the Black Sea Barracuda is in there. I just haven't gone through sorting everything because it was a huge, huge amount. But if I'm lucky, I will be able to find the Black Sea Barracuda in that lot. I never owned it as a child, but I was really happy when I saw the instruction manual and a lot of the pieces in that already. But I haven't been able to find it completely in there, but it should be in there, at least if I'm lucky. My dad got me into Lego. I'm so lucky that he is a huge Lego fan, so we have been able to build some amazing sets. That is really nice, George. Some of my fondest memories are also building Lego with my dad. He always was building with me. We built entire villages and cities, and just out of the top of our head. So we would make them just with the pieces we had lying around. And I really did nothing else than ask for Lego when I had birthdays or stuff like that. So yeah, Lego was always on top of my list. Xavier, I stepped out after my Western sets. I got that team 100% complete. Oh man, I'm jealous. I do have some of the Western sets. Those were really when I was still a child. So I have the big Fortress, Eldorado Fortress, I think. Really nice set. That was, I think, the biggest set I got up to that date. But especially on the Indian sets, I have one or two, but not a lot. And I missed the Bank and some other ones, but that was also a series that I really, really loved. You better look at it. I will. I'm blessed with 2 sons, 2 and 4 years. Oh, that's really nice, man. It's really, I think, one of the nicest thing if you're able to to share a hobby like this with your children. Astia, Martin will be glad to help you find the barracuda. That's that's fine. You have to make a pretty big trip to get here. But I don't know if anybody is up for that task because it was like an insane collection that I bought from him. Xavier, that set is amazing. Oh, Eldorado Fortress, yeah, it's really cool. The bank is so much fun. Blowing up the bank was a laugh. Yeah. With I think it was one of the first where they had that play feature where you just press something and the wall would explode out with a stick of dynamite. Really cool set. Absolutely. Okay, let me try to get some building done because I'm enjoying the talk way too much actually. But I will try to at least get halfway with this. It's also already pretty late here, but that is not going to stop me from trying to get as far as I can with this. I missed some stuff again. I'm really not paying attention. I'm wondering what is going on here because there is a little black bar in the lowest part here, and it looks like there's going to be some sort of like a mechanism there, but I have no clue what that's going to be. Xavier, yes, they do. Oh, so you already got your kids into Lego. Well, start them young, right? I rebuilt my Fabuland collection for them. Not totally complete, and most blue is brittle blue. Ah. We are quite used to sorting out huge lots. Okay, let me get into the story about the lot that I bought for you, Asia. So I got into contact with a former Lego collector, and he was most of his sets were from let's say a bit before I really started to get into Lego. So it's late 80s and up to mid 90s. But that also means since this was a bit of an older gentleman, he a lot of interesting sets that I, as a kid, never could buy were in that lot. So that means a lot of pirate stuff and also some very interesting Technic stuff in there. And he really wanted to get rid of it. It was 100 kilos plus, most of it or partly sorted or completely sorted. So 100 kilos, and it was literally. I have a pretty decently big car. Let's put it like that. So it's like a bit of a small SUV type car. It was completely packed from front to back, completely packed. I couldn't fit one more little box in there because it was so much. And I did get some sorting done, but yeah, not nearly as much as I would like. But the price I paid for that lot was amazing. It was a really good deal. Yeah. I usually find that if you get a chance to buy a big lot at once from a previous collector, like usually the price is gonna be really good if you look down into it. But it's always a bit of a risk, of course, because you never know if stuff is complete, especially if you're looking to buy 4 complete sets. It's always a bit tricky. But with this one, I got definitely got lucky because I sorted a couple of sets out there, and I already got my money's worth back of it if I would sell it, which I'm not going to do, but I could theoretically. Yeah, it was just a really good deal, really good deal. Sorry, I will finish this and then I'll go back to the chat for a bit. Sorry, guys. Also need to get some work done here, of course. So am I missing still something? It looks like I missed a tiny bit, but overall, it's looking good. Yes, that should be it. There we go. So the base is also complete. Brittle blue. Xavier, they love it. I took away the little pieces so they know to play with big pieces who are easily to keep an eye out. Yeah, absolutely. You have to be careful with kids with that. That's great that they enjoy building. It's great to share the experience of Lego. Absolutely. 100 kilos, wowzers. Yeah, I know. It's ridiculous. Still haven't gone through it. I always cheer for our collectors. But it's good to see that you're fully back into collecting Lego, actually. Really nice. Okay, I'm going to get a glass of drink because all this talking is making me thirsty. 1 second. So, guys, since this is the first time I'm doing a live stream, a live build like this, how is it on your part? Can you hear me correctly? Because I'm using the microphone of my computer. For some reason, I cannot do a live stream from my mobile, probably because you need a certain amount of subscribers to be able to do that. So I'm using my computer, so not the greatest microphone, not the greatest webcam, I think, but is it a bit okay on your end? All right, so let's get feedback number 3. Yes, sound is okay. Nice. I'm super glad to hear that. So you're even able to still listen to the stream while doing some work in the background. That's super nice. I really appreciate everybody watching, by the way. Sound is very good, nice and clear. Okay, so my iMac is doing a good job. It's already a bit old, but apparently it still produces some nice audio and video. That's good. Bag number 3. It looks like we're getting into some more detailing. Sound is good. Good to hear. Hello, Alina. Love the surprise live build. Impressive, doing 2 things at the same time. Well, the thing is, this was more or less out of necessity because I've been very busy last 2 weeks. So I didn't get the time that I wanted and needed to build and to edit and to record. So this is actually a way to still put something out here, and also nice to have some interaction with you guys going on. Really nice. All right, what have we here? Xavier, impressive doing 2 things at the same time. Yeah, they usually say that men are not good at multitasking, right? I think I'm a bit of an exception because I've gotten pretty handy at it, probably because of my work, I guess. I love the interaction. I'm not fond of the big streams with 150 people, so this is great. Thank you. That's really nice to hear. Of, of course, on my part, it would be nice if I had a stream like that, but I get completely what you mean. This is really nice to get into some, really get personal with everybody, and I really enjoy that. Really cool to get to know everybody a bit better. All right. Can you show us a close-up of the base? I will. 1 second. I will show you a close-up of the base, but I do need to finish this for the camera that is still recording, of course. Otherwise, I can't use it for the speed build anymore. And I really like to still do a speed build video of this. So not only the live build, but also the speed build. So everybody can still watch it afterwards. Yes, let me pause it. There we go. So this is what we have so far. And so the form they use here, it's pretty unique. You can see in the bottom, that is actually quite a complex way that they build it with some angled, what do you call them? The hinges on the bottom here. So it looks like we're getting like a fireplace on this side. A sink here, so I think this is going to be the kitchen area, living room probably with a nice fireplace on this side. Back tree, yeah, it looks like we're going into some detailing, but I'm actually pretty happy that there's not a huge amount of the flat tiles, because that is always a bit tedious if you ask me. It looks nice, but it's not the most fun to build. The hinges, well, the 2x1s, well, 2 times 2x1s with a hinge in the middle. You can see them here, the dark gray ones. Let me get the lighting correct. So, and of course, to get that done, they used the wing pieces that they often use for planes and stuff like that. Yeah, really cool build so far. So some of the Christmas Village, the Winter Village sets, they have a bit of the tendency to be pretty straightforward, especially the earlier ones. They're still nice. The detailing is always nice, and it's always fun to have like a baker and a post office and everything like that. But I'm really glad for this year that they went back to a normal house. We had some. We had a train, which is a nice build, but not really what I was looking for. The fire station of last year, I wasn't that big a fan of. It's a nice set, but not that great. Oh no, last year we had the elves, but I'm glad they're taking it back to like a normal village, and not really the fantasy things like Santa's what's it called? Santa's North Pole Workshop or something. That, nah, I wasn't really convinced about that set, to be honest. Those hinges are a pain to search from a big pile of Lego. Yeah, you mean if they're not complete anymore, right? If they're broken into 2, that's horrible. Good luck finding that in a big pile. Yeah. Okay, so we're getting some walls done already. And that cookie house, I don't know which one you mean. The cookie house? Oh, you mean the gingerbread house? Yeah, that was a weird one. If that's the one you mean, the cookie house. Yeah, it was okay-ish. It was still a nice build actually, but nah, I don't think it was the best fit for the Winter Village sets actually. Are we going well? Yes, we're still doing fine, luckily. No more mistakes until at least not yet. Yeah, the gingerbread house, Americanish. Yeah, I absolutely agree with you. So I liked in the older Winter Village sets that it really looked like this European-ish. Maybe even you could even say German style of winter festivity buildings, which of course I've been there a lot of times in Germany at winter time, and it's always so fun, so beautiful to see. Yeah, I didn't really like the American vibe they gave the gingerbread house as well, actually, and it doesn't really fit the Winter Village theme, in my opinion, that much. But it was still a very fun build, although very small pieces, like a lot of tiny little elements in the detailing, which can get a bit tedious if you're building that for a long time. All right, we're going to build the kitchen now. That's a really cool little technique they're using here. Yeah, I think the gingerbread house might be my least favorite of the Winter Village sets, actually. And the fire station. The fire station I also really wasn't a fan of. It's just too blocky and doesn't really scream winter. Although it's nice to have your fire station in your village, of course. I thought I was missing a piece there for a second, but I found it. The kitchen looks super nice. Really nice little details they're using here. Ah, okay. There's so since this is part of the Creator Expert now, the 18 plus line, there's also some information in the booklet about certain pieces, which is quite nice actually. I haven't seen that before. I think in the Winter Village set. No, last year in the elves clubhouse, it wasn't there as far as I know. How many pieces is the set? It's 1,445 pieces. So quite a lot actually. And if you look at it from the outside, you wouldn't say it has so many pieces. But you don't hear me complaining. Of course, I enjoy it if there's a bit more pieces in it. But lately, I've been mainly building some smaller sets because, yeah, to be honest with you, it's easier to push them out to get them out quickly because all recording and editing, it takes a lot of time. Especially with the bigger sets. Nice. There's some really cool little details going on here. So we even have a small little mixer here. No, almost forgot to put the pan on the stove. I think I see what's going on here with the fireplace. It looks like there's a bit of a slide in here. So probably because the set is called Santa's Visit. There's gonna be a function for Santa Claus to come down the chimney, and that's cool if it's gonna work like that. Yep, I get that feeling. I now looked up my old pirate sets, rebuilding the prison break, the rafters, Treasure Island, all from Pirates 1. Man, Pirates 1. I don't know if it's just me because it's just so much nostalgia for me, but that was the best wave of sets Lego ever pushed out, right? I personally, yes, I am probably biased in that sense, but Pirates 1, man, that was such an amazing line of sets. And I'm still looking at ways to try and complete everything from Pirates 1. I do have quite some sets, but yeah, of course not everything. I was still a small child when those sets came out, and of course I was lucky enough to get some of the sets for birthdays and everything, like I said. But yeah, it wasn't an option like nowadays to just buy a set if you wanted to, right? You either need to get it from someone for a special occasion, or you had to save for like a year or something to be able to buy one set. Yeah. But if there's any line I would really like to get fully complete, it's Pirates 1, without a doubt. Yeah. I looked up from Bricklink the building parts, printed the sheet, and going through the pile. One second, almost done with this part here. I'm demolishing something. I'm so happy to hear that. What sets you got so far? Man, I'm really going to get it. Don't care if it's 200 euros. I get it. Yeah, man, I know what you mean. Let me see if I can look it up from Pirates 1, what I have and what I don't have. I have most of my older sets. I have them on BrickSet, of course, digitalized. So if I ever need something, I can look it up. But I know I have the Treasure Island. I have some of the smaller sets. So hopefully I have the Black Seas Barracuda. But that is, like I said, still a question. I also have some, but that's not Pirates 1, I think, with the Islanders. Some really cool stuff. Let me see. I have my brick set here with all my sets. Let's see if I can look it up by theme. Yes, I can look for theme. So we're going to Pirates. So from the 1989 stuff, Islanders, also Pirates 1. Okay, good. Yeah, that's also got some of those. So Buried Treasure, Harbor Sentry, Renegade's Raft, Castaway Raft, Crocodile Cage, that's the one from the Islanders, Smuggler's Shanty, the Renegade Runner, of course, the Renegade Runner. That's the first ship that I got. I love that ship so much. The Forbidden Island, Lagoon Lockup, Forbidden Cove. That's the Islanders one that I really, really like. And there is probably some more, but that is divided over the lots I bought from other people over the years. But these were the ones I had as a child. So about 10 to 12 sets, I think. Habit of Bricking, good to see you here. I was watching from TV, but I just logged in here to say hi. That's great, man. Nice to have you here. We were just talking about Pirates 1. Oh, of course you heard because you were watching. Sorry. Apparently I'm not paying full attention here. But yeah, to come back to it, Pirates One, man, what an amazing theme that was. And I really don't get how they are not re-releasing or making a new castle and pirates theme. I know that they say like we want to keep it in Creator 3-in-1 at the moment, but man, they're missing out on so much sales if they would just do not just a pirate theme, but mostly castle. There's so many people asking for castle sets, and they're just not delivering on it. And I don't get it. I really don't get it how they cannot bench in on that market. But apparently, there's something I'm missing. No, I forgot one little piece here. And then it's time to pause this because my battery is running out. That's also one of the things you have to keep in mind. Amazing, man. I don't know, but do you have them on a channel? No, not yet. I haven't started with my old childhood sets yet. They're all broken down, and I still need to rebuild them. They are all mostly complete. Maybe a couple of pieces missing, but not a lot. I always took a lot of care of my Lego collection. But I will be rebuilding everything. So, but it's going to be a lot of work because, yeah, you just mentioned you have somewhere near 150 sets, which is already like a really big number to rebuild. But I just checked it on BrickSet. It's over 500 sets, and I think on my channel I have 40, maybe 50 built now. So I'm not even 1/10 on the way, and that's only the stuff that's registered. There's still some sets out there that I have unsorted, but should be complete. Video, man, yeah. Don't get me started on video. But since I'm starting this channel, I noticed that I also want to try out some themes that I usually don't really go for, and video is really not a theme that appeals to me. But I did manage to get the pirate ship stage, which, yeah, come on, my channel is all themed in the whole pirate style. So I had to get that one, and it was, I think, 60% off or something. So I couldn't let it slip. I'm gonna do, but I didn't receive it yet. I'm gonna do a review of that and the whole video theme. But I'm not expecting it to come out too well, actually, because it's very weird. The minifigures are nice, but that's about it so far. Awesome. It sounds crazy, but I sit here with a big smile talking about Lego. Yeah, I know what you mean, man. Do you remember that moment where you were like, probably for me it was when I was like 14, 15 years old. I was like, no, Lego, that's it's so childish. Deep down, I still liked it. If I got the chance, I would still buy it and build it. But I just thought it was not really for kids of that age. And when I started collecting again and coming in contact with people that also are collectors, like, it's just something. I don't know why I ever stopped collecting. That's what I'm trying to say. And it's just I felt so dumb. For me, it was the Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit sets that really got me back into Lego. I'm a huge Lord of the Rings fan. So when those sets came out, I was just like, yeah, screw it. I'm just going to buy all of them at once. I had a decent job at that time. I could afford it. So I just literally bought the first wave all in one go. And I was completely hooked. I was completely hooked from that moment on. And yeah, especially if you come into contact with other Lego collectors. I have a couple of friends that are also into Lego. And a lot of people, actually, you will find out, they won't start talking about it by themselves. But at the moment you start the discussion talking about Lego, there's so many people that still like it and love it, but don't really admit it. And I'm done with that. As you can see, just be proud of it. That's amazing. Yeah, but it's also a lot. George, it's not something that I have been collecting in the last couple of years. It's really over a period of 30 years. I'm not kidding. 30 years from, I think, when I got the first set until now. There's a couple of years in between there, a maximum of, let's say, yeah, a maximum of 10 years where I didn't really do anything with Lego. But yeah, 20 years of collecting and getting as much as I can. So the numbers will add up then. Yeah, that's also a good point, George. 150 to 200. My dad tends to go for the bigger sets. Nowadays, I also do. But especially as a child, you would be happy to get smaller sets, right? So especially in that period, I have a lot of smaller sets. And to be honest, one of the things that also counts as full sets is the whole Dimensions collection. And as far as I know, I think I have that complete, all second hand or on huge discounts because they were just very pricey when they first came out. But that's also a lot of sets that's in there. Nice to hear that. That's the spirit. Yeah, thanks. One moment, sorry. 13 or 14, that was also the age where I was like, yeah, I'm too old for this. Dumbest thing I ever thought. And now 37, that's 23 years of dark age. Okay, I managed to keep it at 10, all due to Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit sets. I also still remember the first set that got me back into collecting. Because it just released, it was what is it called? So it's the little the Hobbit, the Shire Bag End, an unexpected journey. I think that set is called. But that is the first set. I got it as a gift, and I built it. I was so crazy about it that I just bought the entire first wave, and later on also got the second wave of the Hobbit and the Lord of the Rings sets. But yeah, 23 of Dark Age, that is that is quite a lot. But I'm with you there because I also missed Pirates too. There is some sets that I got again secondhand, but when they first came out, I wasn't into collecting Lego when Pirates 2 came out, not at all. All right, let's go. Let's get back forward then. Cool that you have, yeah. He sure does. I think I dropped a piece. No, I didn't. Okay, good. Bag number 4. We're getting somewhere. Cool that you have. I tried it with my dad, but he's in his 70s and not wanted to pick up a brick, one by one brick. Yeah, I get what you mean. Actually, my dad, since we used to build a lot when I was still a child, he, like maybe once a year or something, once or twice a year, he does borrow a set of mine and he builds it. I think the last one I borrowed him was one of the Hidden Side sets. Oh no, I didn't even borrow that to him. He bought it for me, but he didn't know that I already had it. So then he was like, "Yeah, I'll just keep it and I'll build it." So it was the fire truck from Hidden Side that he built. But yeah, especially also in my case. My dad absolutely was the one that made me go into Lego as much as I did. Not because he was such a huge fan, but he was always there building with me because he secretly also enjoyed it much more than he would admit, probably. Yeah, and it's also how sweet of that. Yeah, it is. We have such great fun building together, and we have built some amazing sets. So yeah, actually, I know George Dad from a chat we're in with some Lego YouTubers, and if I'm not mistaken, he also helps you out with a lot of stuff, right, George? He helps you out with some of the YouTube stuff and the building. I told my parents about my hobby. They smirked and laughed. So now you want Lego again for your birthday? Yes, you do. Who wouldn't? Who wouldn't like Lego for his birthday? I'm gonna be honest. I have my birthday coming up next month, and we always, to make it easy for each other to know what to build within our family, we always have these lists that we just keep online, and you put some stuff that you want on there, and people can choose something what they would like to get you. It's mostly Lego for me. So yeah, nothing weird about asking for Lego for your birthday, not even at our age. I saw some of the sets you built with your dad, George, and yeah, you really do have a super nice collection going on. Yes, he does all of the editing for me and looks after YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. I get the best job of being on the camera building. Yeah, you can say that again, because honestly, the worst part about all of this is all the work that you have to put into it besides the building. So the building and the recording, it's quite nice, but the editing, at least if you with the way I do it, it still takes up a lot of time. So usually the time that I'm building, usually you can double that with all the extra work that goes into one video. So there's a lot of time that goes in it. And it's really nice that your dad does all of that for you. You're really lucky in that regard. Let's get it on, right? Unboxing big sets. Big smile, man. Yeah. There's nothing better than getting a big Lego set for your birthday. Or for any reason. It doesn't even have to be your birthday, right? But yeah, it's also become a bit of a tradition between me and a couple of friends. So like I said, I have some friends that are also really into Lego and still collect nowadays. And last time a friend of mine had his birthday, we put together with a group of people to be able to buy him like a really amazing big set instead of like a couple of smaller ones. And we managed to get the Daily Bugle for him, the new Marvel set, and he really didn't believe it. Like the joy you can get from opening a present like that, that's really one of the best things ever. It took me 5 hours for Barracuda Bay, so that 10 hours of editing. I think on the longer videos, so if it's over 1,000 pieces, it tends to go down a bit. So I think for Barracuda Bay, yeah, it took me 4 hours of building. I think all in all, it would have taken me about 7 hours, yeah, with all the editing, everything included. But for a smaller video, if you're done building in an hour, yeah, you absolutely need to still edit and put all the YouTube stuff and the thumbnails and everything. It will take at least another hour. Yeah. he does spend a long time editing, and he started creating thumbnails and the end screen and also intros. Yeah, there's a lot of work that goes in it that you don't really see if you watch a video. Daily Bugle is amazing. Yeah, it is a really nice set. For me personally, it wouldn't be one of the sets I would get because it doesn't really fit with my my style of my display room. But it is an amazing set to look at, and it's just really impressive. We got some 3 white windows. That's cool. With the glasses on the inside to create some depth, it looks like. Nice, nice, nice. Actually, we're going up quite nicely. I don't know if I will be able to finish this today. Although I really want to finish it today. I don't like leaving a Lego set unbuilt once I started it, actually. I absolutely did some all-nighters getting some sets and some reviews out quickly. I think the blue color is nice for the set. Nice blue. Yeah, I absolutely agree. It's it's a bit different, but absolutely in a good way. It gives it a really nice nice vibe, and it goes well with the white of all the snow. Oh, I forgot something again. But this is an easy fix, luckily. All right, we're getting to the top of the first floor already. I'm curious how this is gonna all fit together in the end with the curved walls. After this, what is your next project? Well, it really depends. At the moment, it's quite open still. I have some projects that are still in the works that I still need to record a review of, but that are already built. So they are actually done to go into the display room. I just need to record the review of it. But like I said, some medium-sized sets of like 300 to 500 pieces. So nothing too huge. And there's some interesting stuff in there. Not the first choice, but yeah, some stuff that I managed to again get a good deal on, and we'll just try it out. This is a really nice little technique that I'm using here. Barracuda. Man, don't give me ideas, because I might even really go through it to look for the Black Sea's Barracuda. But have you ever tried to look for a certain set in 100 kilo slot? Neither have I. I am really not looking forward to get that whole process started. So that's why I'm mostly focusing on just building at the moment. Nice, we get the door in. But yeah, without kidding, I should get the Black Seas Barracuda sorted. We're almost done with bag 4. You need a team to help you sort all of that Lego. I absolutely do. So if anybody is willing to volunteer, you're very welcome to help me. Although that's risky, right? Having other Lego fans help you with the sorting of Lego, there are absolutely pieces that will be missing after that. Last page of bag number 4. We're getting somewhere. Nice little flower. Almost forgot this little piece. And some dark blue to finish this off. I really like how open the outside of the set is, without it feeling too open on the front. That's one of those things I don't really like in sets. If it really, sometimes you can see from the front of a set that it's just a little facade of a building, but this one doesn't have this because of the curvature. I will show you a bit. So because of the curves, it really looks like a full-on building, although on the back, you really have this huge space to access everything that's going on the inside. I really like it. Really nice so far. The kitchen area is cool, with some appliances, some decorations on the door going on here. Xavier, nope, if I have to take a guess, it's 10 kilo at me and building that thing out of it. I would volunteer. Yeah, risky with the other Lego Maniacs and beautiful old vintage sets. Yeah, that's the other thing, because like I said, in that batch, man, there were so many nice sets in there. Also some great castle sets. But like I said, also just complete Technic sets, like in the box. They were built once, put in the box, and just never touched again. So I don't know if you're into the Technic, but there's this, the old school, I think late 80s Technic race car, the black one. Let me see if I can look it up and show it to you guys. Black race car. Let's see if I can immediately find it. Yeah, the vibe is nice of this building. It doesn't look, it's open from the front. Yeah, absolutely. It's really cool. Look is really nice. Yeah, it is. The black one with the gear and the adjustable seat. You know which one I'm talking about. So let's see. So I don't know if you can see this too well, but I'm talking about this one. I think it was one of the biggest sets they ever released back then. In that batch, I had this set in its box, like more or less completely built. I think the top was taken off because it wouldn't fit in the box otherwise. 100% complete, and I think if you resell that thing, it's a couple of hundred euros. I think it could even go up to 300 euros in a good state, which this is with the box. And I was sorting throughout the first batch, and I found some pieces, and I was like, this looks familiar. And it was actually another copy of this set, so I had that in there twice, and that, yeah, if I would resell them, that probably already would get a huge amount of the money that I spent on it out of it with just those 2 sets. Yeah. The box would probably be worth more than the pieces. That might actually be true in some cases. I do have to say the box was not in the best condition. It was a bit banged up, and it, of course, it was lying in a dusty attic for years. So yeah, very dusty and not in the best shape. But it was there, and the set was fully complete, of course. All right, we're going for bag number 5. This seems like a small one. And I think we're going to build the chimney on the side from what I can see on the image here. Let's get rid of all these bags again. Bag number 5. Let me quickly adjust my camera angle here, because we're going in the height a bit more, and I'm afraid I can't fit everything on here anymore if I continue like this. So camera goes up a bit. I'm giving away all my secrets of how I build these sets, right? How I do my speed builds and everything. Not that there's too much of a secret about this, but how many bags in total? I think it's 9 in total, so we're halfway there. But again, and this absolutely explains why it looks like why it doesn't look like the set has 1,400 pieces. A lot of small little elements going on. I think still need to do this. I was just about to say, I never seen someone streaming while doing a speed build video. Well, let's call it killing 2 birds with 1 stone, right? I anyway want to still do the speed build video, but since I didn't really have a decent video to upload this week, I think this might be a nice way to do it, and I'm really enjoying the chat as well while doing this. But do you watch a lot of live videos or speed builds, and from what channels do you usually watch? That's also something quite interesting to know. Yeah, we're working on the chimney here. So the height is picking up pretty quickly now. I used to watch Brixie, but I pulled back. Yeah, I saw some of his stuff, but is there a reason why you don't really watch it anymore? Bricksaw, I don't know him. I will check him out. Check him out later. But yeah, there's definitely some really cool people around here in the Lego community. Bricksaw. Now I'm curious. My dad cheated. He's just sped up the live stream for the speed build on the gunship. It's a great idea using the different camera for the speed build. Yeah, it also takes a bit more work like this, of course, because I still have to edit the video when this is over. but I think this one will be worth it. A lot of people will be looking out for this one, which is of course what you want if you release a new video. Brixie is a full-time YouTuber and he focuses too much on his paying customers. Yeah, I get what you mean. It's a tricky situation in that sense, because I think speaking from my perspective as someone who at least is trying to get this into more than just being a hobby. Yeah, you really have to make sure that you're not, like, let's call it selling out, right? That you're just doing it for the cash, or with too many promotions, and it's tricky. But I get why you do it if you get into when you get a chance like that. But for the viewer, I absolutely get where you're coming from. All right, this looks nice. We got some details going on now. Sorry, I'm hiding a bit behind the camera, aren't I? It's it's the only way for me to see what is going on at this angle. I will show you guys in a second what I'm doing here. It's very detailed stuff, but really cool. So far, I'm really enjoying this build. It's a good one again. And again, I'm glad they got back to the more normal houses. Okay, pause it. Bricks, oh, it's so fun. He has his own unique style. He doesn't care if you subscribe or whatever. And then I rather follow honest people and not have fake happiness. No offense. No, I get absolutely what you mean. And it's also, that's one of the things I notice a lot in people that are on YouTube, have their channels. That for a lot of people, it really seems forced and not natural. And I also really don't like that. It's probably the easiest way to get a lot of subscribers, get a lot of views, and make it really a job. But I think it's not really what I'm looking for, at least. I just really want to share my interest, my hobby, and my view on Lego with everybody here. And of course, it takes time to get a decent amount of subscribers and viewers. But still, for me, I'm doing this anyway, right? So why not do it together with other people, so you can also have some benefit out of it? That is, for me at least, the main reason why I'm doing this. But then again, I get people that get a chance to really do it as a job, or at least get paid for doing this. Yeah, it's a nice deal, man. It's a nice offer if you can get it. We just got some stickers going on here. I have to focus on this a bit. That is nice. I'm almost done with this, and then I'll show you what has been going on now. Oh, need to put it correctly. Yes. Exactly, it's hollow, you know. Collecting just everything, no fun. Yeah, I get what you mean. But again, it's tricky. I think it's hard for anyone to if you've been working on this for a long time and you get a chance to really do it as a job, and do it in a way that works the best and the most effective. It's it's very attractive to do it. Let's say so. And but the selling out, as you mentioned it, or you didn't mention it, but that's what it comes down to, right? It's it definitely has two sides to it. Bricksaw has over 5,000 sets. Man, 5,000. That is ridiculous. Amazing. From 1950s until now. Man, yeah, I think my collection also dates back pretty far, even into like the late 60s stuff that my dad had. Early 70s, something like that. But yeah, 50s, that is crazy. So chaotic. He breaks a lot of his builds and makes fun out of it. Okay. That's that definitely sounds like something I need to check out then. And by him, I follow some other little YouTubers who are here from It's the Hobby they like, not the YouTube. Yeah, absolutely. So we George is actually also part of it. We have this little YouTube community chat with some let's say young YouTubers, people that started pretty recently, and we help each other out on making the videos and giving feedback and information to each other, and it's just really nice. It really comes down to just people enjoying the hobby and having fun building the sets. So that's super cool. One moment. This is almost done. Bag 5. Where does this go? Here. There's a bit of a weird choice they made here. There's a little gift in the back of at the back of the wall, but now I have to put a chair in front of it. It seems a bit strange. Where's the little cup? There's the little cup. All right. Bag 5 is done. George, my dad has been very clear with me. If I stop enjoying it, we stop the channel. I hope it comes across how much we enjoy it. Yeah, I didn't realize Lego was that old. Yeah, man, it's really old. I think they started out as a company who mostly produced wooden toys or something, and then they went into this brick system, which of course sticked. But yeah, I get it, George. If you don't enjoy it anymore, you have to stop it. It's not about the views, but really about you expressing what you like and having fun while doing so. And if that gets a lot of viewers, that would be awesome, of course. But I also think that's not the main concern. So, bag 5, we have a chimney and some nice little details on the inside. I really like the way they made the socks here. The clock, the painting on top here. It's a bit hard to see, but this entire back wall here is with curved flat tiles. Super nice. So we're getting somewhere. Xavier, exactly, George. I'd rather get in touch with people who are real and not in front of a Lego store with a shock face. Yeah. If you look Bricksaw up, he tells a lot about the old vintage sets. If you see those early old builds, you appreciate the build so much more now. Yeah, that's absolutely true. It was so basic back in the day. I think even in our youth, like I still have a very nostalgic feeling for the older sets. but they are nowhere near as complex and as detailed as they are nowadays. It doesn't even come close. Neat looking chimney. Yeah, it's really nice so far. So yeah, I'll just continue. Like, I still have 3 more bags to go. I'll just keep going on. Oh, I have 4 more bags to go. So what time is it for you guys? Oh wait, so from Netherlands and from UK, I think, right? So in UK it's 1 hour earlier, I think, than it is for us here. Another quite small bag, but a lot of small elements again. Yeah, the castle 3-in-1 has interior. My nice castle has nowhere. Yeah, exactly, has no chairs. Absolutely, and that's Creator, right? And Creator is not known for the most details. Like these Creator Expert or the 18 plus, as they call it nowadays, those are the sets that have the most details in them. And yeah, it's really nowhere near the old sets in that regard. 10 o'clock in the evening, yeah, same for me. Yeah, George, that's a problem. You have to wait for a couple of years until you can stay up until ridiculous times just to build Lego, like I'm doing now. I also have to work early tomorrow, but this is too much fun. So I will just continue until I drop. All right, let's get back 6 done. So I see a couple of people just joined in. We're working on the new Winter Village Creator Expert 18 Plus set. And so far the build is super, super nice. The whole way the build is made so far is really cool, with a very open back but still a closed front. Very nice design in that regard. Alina, continue until you drop. This is one way to party. Yeah. Only one way to party. Exactly. We don't do half measures here. Too bad, George. I don't know if you can re-watch the build. I never did this before, right? The live builds, but as far as I know, you can just re-watch the build if you want to. So I will make sure that it stays up. I still have to figure out the details in that sense, but I will try to make sure that you can watch the rest of it if you are still interested. All right, we have another minifigure going on. I think this is probably not the last one, but there's one more, which is, of course, the Santa Claus minifigure, which makes sense in a set that is called Santa's Visit. So a little girl with a cookie in her pajamas, probably waiting for Santa Claus to come and visit. I will definitely watch the rest tomorrow. That's cool. I don't know how long this is gonna take, so I hope it's not too long still. Dutchies are known to know to party. Yeah, the bills should be rushable. I think they are. I'm grabbing a cookie too. Good idea. It actually is. I could go for something, but I don't. I prefer. This might sound a bit too intense, but I don't like to eat while I'm building. I don't want to ruin my bricks immediately. especially since I'm a huge fan of potato chips. Like that's not something you want to get onto your Lego bricks. So I see there's a couple more people watching. If you want to join us in the chat and ask some questions or anything like that, be my guest. We already have some pretty interesting conversations going on here. But I'm sure if there's more people that want to join, they can absolutely pop some interesting questions for me or the other viewers to ask. Don't want that now. No, the potato chips on my Lego. No, absolutely not. Would have been good to have a Christmas song in the background. Well, I don't know. Well, I could just put some music on from my computer, but I'm afraid that I won't be. Would be hard to understand me if I would do that. So I'm just listening to some of my own music at the moment. Well, you built a full Christmas village like last year. You are asking that question with some double intention because you know what happened with my Christmas village last year. But yeah, I have to rebuild it. I have to rebuild it. It's going to be a lot of work. So for the people that are curious what I'm talking about exactly, last year, like all years since I started collecting the Winter Village sets, I built a really nice Winter Village display with all sets combined, with a nice train running around it and everything with lights in it, and it looked really, really nice. I think it's the best Winter Village display I had ever so far. And then I had my, I think at that time, 3-year-old nephew joining us for Christmas. And of course, being in the Christmas spirit, I told him, of course you can play with the Christmas village. Go ahead, play with the Christmas village. I think half an hour later, it was completely smashed and everything was in pieces and all over the place. So I just put it away like that. It's still, it should still be not too hard to get everything back together. But yeah, I've not been looking forward to doing so. What happened to the village? Yeah, that happened to the village. My nephew was in one of the videos too. That's true. I have a video with my nephew where we built a Super Mario set, a smaller set, but it's actually his favorite theme. He also likes to build, but at his age now, 4 years old, he mostly plays with it, of course. But we did one video together where we built and reviewed the set together, and that was quite fun. I think I will do it again at one point. That's all about Lego, man. Cherish the 3-year-old. Yeah, he's an amazing kid. So I'm glad that he had fun, even though it cost me a lot of time and annoyance in the moment. I didn't show it, of course, but yeah, it mostly came out when I cleaned up the village again. That I was like, man, what happened here? How am I gonna fix this ever again? Yeah. He would be 4 years now, almost 5. I think his birthday is in February. Yeah, in February. So yeah, I think after that night, my sister, his mom, also talked to him and told him like, yeah, be a bit more careful with it. The Grinch came. It looked more like the Hulk stomped through the village, not the Grinch. It was really bad. But so, Xavier, you know all about this, right? Because you also have two younger kids. You're the Grinch. I don't know if you're talking to me or to Alina now. Oh yeah, that's why Faberland is down at the living room. The Black Sea Barracuda and Western on the high shelves. Yeah, I completely understand. You have to be protective with those beauties. I'll take it. Sorry, don't know your name yet. Okay. Well, you can always call me BrickBeard, but if you want to know my real name, it's Arne. Not the most Dutch name in the world, but neither is Xavier, right? Of course, I will reveal my name to both of you. And one of you already knows the name, so BrickBeard is cool. Thanks for sharing. You're welcome, man. We prefer BrickBeard. Yeah, it's better to not have my real name lying around everywhere all the time. But I don't make a secret out of it. People recognize me. I'm showing my face. There's bound to be people that know me from one thing or the other. So at one point, even if by some miracle this channel becomes really big, the name will come out anyway. So no reason to be secretive about it. Really nice way to put a roof on here. I will show you guys. Xavier is chosen by my mother. If my dad had the job he wanted, Jan. That is more Dutch. Yeah, that's absolutely more Dutch. So there's a really cool little mechanism here. We have some little Technic axles where we literally pop the first roof part on. Really nice way of doing so. I think we're going for the second roof now. Let's finish this second roof quickly. I love the way they angled this actually. Looks really, really nice. There we go. Second roof. And we literally just pop it on like this. At least I say that, but for some reason this one is not sticking as well as the other one. Ah, okay, I see it. This one is not fully like it should be. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Nice, nice, nice. That fits well. George, apparently I have to go to bed now. Really enjoyed watching the live stream. We'll watch the rest of it tomorrow. Be great to see the finished set. Thank you for joining us, George. Have a good night's sleep, and we'll see you then next time. So, Alina, where are you from, if I may ask? Good. You two have a conversation so I can focus on building for a bit. We're gonna do some more interior stuff, it looks like. So we have some of the roofs done now. Going back to interiorizing this set. I am from Romania. I live in the Netherlands. I already knew that. Guessing by your dad's alternative baby name that you are from an L. Could also be Belgian or even German. I think they also have Jans in Germany. Yeah, they definitely do. Well, any European, at least Germanic European country, I think. Very common name. Just made a little bed here for the upstairs area. Yeah, Dutch can't help it. It's not so bad, man. It's not so bad. Could have been worse. Don Cheadle. Hi, Tuscan Productions, and that spiky thing. And Lego Loser. Don Cheadle, that is that actor that does one of the guys in the Marvel movies, right? I don't know exactly which one, in the Captain America, I think. Someone has to help me out here because I can't really remember who Don Cheadle is and why that is relevant here. I think I missed something again. Yes, I missed something again. Oh, that I missed. That is done. Yeah, he's an actor. Yeah, I know, but where do I know him from? I screwed up again. Luckily, it looks like an easy fix. What's up with Don Cheadle? Tell me. Now I'm curious. Okay, done Cheadle. I think we have a troll named Don Cheadle. Yeah, that could be it. If I have to take a guess, they kind of like this Don Cheadle. Yeah, apparently they do. Apparently they do. I think he's a pretty good actor if he is who I think he is. I think it's the guy that plays opposite of Iron Man, right? As War Machine or something. Where's the admin? I think I'm the admin, but I'm too busy with Lego to do anything about it. Still hoping to get an answer why Don Cheadle is so interesting. Oh, Don Cheadle is the admin. He controls all, knows all, is all. Okay, then tell me, was I right? Is he War Machine in the Marvel movies? I don't think I ever heard someone say Don Cheadle is their favorite actor actually. So it's nice to see that point of view here. Very unique. Okay, will someone look it up for me? Don Cheadle in the Marvel movies. Must be funny to just random shout out names, I guess. Youth these days. It doesn't have to be youth. Maybe it's a bored old man having nothing better to do with their life than going into random live streams, live videos to yell out Don Cheadle. Why not? Okay. So we're building some chairs. That's again the last part of bag number 6. We're going fast. But I still don't know in what movie Don Cheadle is. If I'm done with this bag, I will look it up. I'm too curious now. Now I want to go to Brixie's stream again. Dumb Schniesel. This is taking a life of its own. Dumb Schniesel. It looks like I missed something again somewhere, but I don't know where. What did I miss? And why did I miss it? Dumb Schniesel. All right. We have a new stop phrase here. I really thought I missed something, but it doesn't look like it. Okay. I'm just doubting myself for nothing. For no good reason at all. There's a brick here that shouldn't be here, at least doesn't look like it. Oh well. No, I have this brick left, and I don't know what to do with, but it will be fine. I will find out later, but it's nowhere to be seen. It's really funny. I can't remember making so many mistakes in a Lego build in maybe years. So going live is probably not making it better. It's a fault of Dan Schneasel. Yeah, that damn Schneasel. Always the same with Dan Schneasel. Okay. Are we done with this one? We are done with this one, it looks like. That. Yes, I did make a mistake, but I found it. Again, easy fix, luckily. All right. Bag 6 done. Sorry, I think it's our fault. And this Dunno actor. No. I'm gonna look it up. What was his name? Don Cheadle. Yeah, we are distracting you. You absolutely are. You absolutely are. I would have been done with this build a long time ago. Don Schneasel, what was it? Don Cheadle. Oh. Yeah, it's the Marvel guy. Yeah. Oh, apparently it's pretty bad that I know him from Marvel, because he won Oscars for like very important roles apparently. The Derpy Boy. Hello, Derpy Boy. Nice to see you here. We're just settling an argument about who Dom Schneasel is. Yes, War Machine. Nice. So my my knowledge isn't as bad as I thought. I think Alina is looking this actor up. No, I had to do it all by myself. No one was here to help me when I needed you the most. Okay, are we still going for bag 7? Still 3 bags to go. Yes, bag 7, please. Oh, so it's 1-on-1. One says tomorrow, and the other says yes, bag 7, please. Well, the thing is, if I don't finish it, I can't finish the editing and everything. So I have to go. I have to continue. Bag 7. Let's do this really fast. As fast as I can. Let's do a real speed build. I haven't had so much fun in this chat forever. All thanks to Dom Schneasel, man. Without Dom Schneasel, we wouldn't have had any fun. You can't sleep if you don't finish it. That is absolutely 100% correct. I would feel terrible if I don't finish it now. I'm so close. Yeah, you can just ignore us, mate. No, I won't. I won't. What's the part of having a live build if I would ignore everybody? I will try to still do this together. I've been doing so well not getting distracted at all. Like, I haven't even looked at the chat once. But it looks like we're getting something really interesting going on here. Focus, lol. I wish I could. I wish I could focus and ignore everybody. Live builds are nice. I kind of want to get some Lego now and build with you. Well, I have an idea that there is probably some Lego somewhere in the house. So go ahead, take some Lego, build with me. The more, the merrier. I didn't know Lego was this much of a, how do you call that? It's like a disease. I am giving it to you all. So apparently, I don't know exactly what I'm doing at the moment, but I think I'm working on a roof or maybe even some beams or something to still have some more like the second floor or something. This is really interesting what is going on here. I just hit the camera with my face. I thought you would like to know. Contagious. Oh my god, how did I not think of that word? Yes, Lego is contagious. So the best thing I could come up with, it's like a disease. Yeah. Okay. Good going there. Thanks for helping me out with finding that word. Yes, let's prepare next time. Yeah, next time I will definitely make an announcement before, because this was very spontaneous in that sense, and still the first time, so it's a bit of a test. But next time I will absolutely plan it beforehand, so we know when it's coming, and we can all take some time off for it, or take some time out. I would love that. It's fun, real down to earth, you know. Thanks, man. I really enjoy hearing that, because for me, this was also a bit of a gamble trying this. But it's really fun. Lego is like Pringles. Once you brick, you can't stop. That is absolutely true. That is a fact. That is an absolute fact. I miss your announcement joined later because of that. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. It was so usually I also do my announcements on Instagram and Facebook and all those channels. But since this was pretty spontaneous, that didn't really happen this time. But absolutely, next time I make sure to do that so we can get some more people in here. More people, more fun. Unless it's more than 150, like you said, Xavier, and then it's no fun again. What am I building here? I don't know yet, but it's interesting to say the least. Aha. Oh my god, this doesn't look fun. A lot of tiny little pieces. Okay, let's get this done. I think I know what's going on now. Yeah, it's the inside of the house. That's really awesome. Okay, this is a bit of a tedious part of the build. I need to place 22 little rounded 1x1s as a latch. Not the best part of the build. That's what you get if you buy the 18 plus creator expert sets, right? All the little details, and now I'm complaining about it. Where's the last one? That's the last one. Okay. One more little thing to go for this part. No. Okay. Sorry, guys, I'm coming back to the chat any moment now. Okay, so here we go. Before I put this on, let me show it to you. So we have this weird angle thing. I was first thinking this would be part of the roof, but it's actually part of the interior. So let me pop that on and show it to you. So it comes here. That is really cool. So the roof is going to be put towards this. This is actually the upside of the top of the house. That is awesome. Where did I leave off? I watched this Barracuda review earlier today, so I was just checking YouTube and see it's a live stream. It's just weird, but I don't want to leave. That's so nice to hear, man. Thank you. Let's make building contests live with small sets. That is a nice idea, actually. We could do that. I have a few Pirate 1 sets ready to build. I know what you mean. I think BrickBeard is building the attic. Yeah, it looks like an attic, but I think it's more the how do you call it? The upper part of the roof. Yeah, the attic now. Let's see how it looks. It's my childhood, so much memories. Oh, it's the interior, nice. Balustrade, that's a good word. Yes, that's it. That is cool, something like that. Yeah. Balustrade, as we say in Dutch, right? Let me quickly take the build away from the camera. And then you can see that it's actually... So the roof is probably going to be placed on top of here. Very cool mechanic, the way this is built. Hey, Lego Kermisbuurt. Nice to see you back. Balustrada in Romanian as well. There's so many words that overlap in different languages, right? Pretty interesting stuff. But again, let's focus. Let's get this done. Very nice. I see it good. The roof hangs on top of it. Yeah, super, super nice build. And again, the whole form they chose for this set is super cool. And I'm really enjoying that. Much better than some of the earlier Winter Village sets where they were very basic and square in its form. This is really, really nice change. Almost there. Yeah, almost there. Only 2 more beds. That's nothing. It's only going to take another hour or something. But to come back at me enjoying this set, I think Lego has been doing a really good job this year in the sets that they are releasing. Is there anything that you guys are? What do you think about that? Is this better or worse year in sets that they released that came out? For me, it's really a really good year. Although there's not like a lot of huge themes that I'm like completely collecting or something. There's just individual sets out there that are amazing this year. They are really doing a nice job in that. 2 hours of you making mistakes and blaming us. Well, who else am I going to blame? There's no one else here. I'm not going to blame myself. Come on. That's not how this works. Let's see. All right, we got a roof piece going. Aha, super cool. So we're getting into an interesting part here. So we have another roof tile, but there's this little Technic mechanism in there that will be attached on the floor. Probably, yeah, it will be attached to the latch here. So here, and then literally flip it up. That is super cool, and it fits perfectly. Really nice, really nice. Okay, second part. Second part of the roof. Oh yeah, I asked a question. I will come back to the chat once this piece is done. Stop distracting me, because I will finish this tonight. Just so you know. Oh, the battery is almost empty again. Yeah, that that means I'm taking way too long on this. I agree, Lego is pumping out a lot of sets. I really like that blacksmith. Yeah, man, might be the best set of the year with old vintage Black Falcons. And the Tumbler Mini also looks amazing. Yeah, that's also a nice set. I'm not sure if I go for the Pirate Ship 3-in-1 because the sails I don't like so much, but maybe I keep it at a tavern. I also did a review of that one, of course, so check it out when you get the time. I did a review of all 3 individual models that you can make with that. And the Pirate Ship is definitely the best one out of the 3 builds that you get in that set. That being said, the tavern is also really cool, but I even really like the Treasure Skeleton Island. All 3 are absolutely worth it, especially if you can get it for a nice price. I've seen it down to like even 60 euros or something. I would get it. It's nice. Yes, the sales, I agree with you. The sales are not the best, but it absolutely works. It's a super nice set. So what is your favorite set they released this year so far? For me, there's even a couple on there that I didn't even get yet that I still really want, but there's so many expensive sets out there that you just can't keep up with it at this point. Okay. New battery for the second time. The 4 Harry Potter books. Yeah, I get it. For you as a fan, I get why you really like those. But for me, those are just building-wise not interesting enough. They look nice, and it's nice to display them as the books, mostly because the interior for me is not that interesting. But no, I get it. The look of those sets is really cool and something really unique, something they never did before. The Harry Potter books look great night display and storytelling, I think. Or do I see it wrong? Yeah, definitely for displaying. I fully agree with that. But yeah, if I compare that with stuff they released over the rest of the year, so out of the top of my head, we had the Blacksmith early in the year. But even before that, sets that I really liked were the Chinese New Year set. So that's is it the Botanical Garden or the Chinese Garden or something? Or what is it called? A beautiful set. Then the Blacksmith was also released this year. Ninjago City Gardens. That's also a set that I would still love to get, but yeah, it's just one of those sets. It's amazing, but it's also amazingly expensive, and yeah, you can only spend your money once, right? So it's yeah. I have to wait with that set a bit, if I even get it at all. I think the piano is also mind-blowing. The interaction with Bluetooth and moving tiles. I absolutely agree. The piano is still on my wish list. As a musician, especially, that is a set that really appeals to me. But again, the price. There were just too many amazing sets released this year for me to justify buying a set like that. But yeah, the piano is still on my wish list. Super cool set, and I'm sure I'm forgetting some stuff. Of course, the medieval castle, a 3-in-1 castle, super cool set. I'm really happy with that one as well. Oh, and we have the Botanical Collection. That might not be the first thing you would think of, but those sets are also really nice. The bonsai tree and the flower bouquet, really nice sets, and also something super unique that they never did before. The Fruit Mountain, absolutely, that's a very good one. I forgot about that one. Also a great set of a theme that I am not into collecting all of it, but man, that was such a nice set. I'm not into Ninjago or the Marvel sets, but if you look at it, they look great. I think if I have to choose, I go Ninjago. The colors, lovely. Yeah, I absolutely agree. It's such an amazing set. But for me, it also doesn't help. By the way, bag number 8. I will show you quickly the whole mechanism with the roof here. It's super nicely done. So you can literally, at least for now, still flip this over. Can I flip it even more than this? Yeah. So it's literally just hinged like this, and it fits perfectly. So I think for the last part, we're making the middle to close the roof off, because we still have 2 more bags to go. So what other sets did we have this year? The NES, the Super Nintendo set. Was that this year or was it last year? Might have been last year, but I got it this year. That is also such an amazing, intricate build. Really unlike anything they ever did before. And I really enjoy it if they really try something new that they never did. And that was definitely one of those sets that was so unique and super fun to build. All right, bag 8. This is a big one, but bag 9 looks like a very small one. So, with a bit of luck, half an hour. If I can finish this in 3.5, I'm happy with it. I think usually it would have been, let's say, 2.5, maybe even 2. I'm quite used to building the sets pretty quickly, especially if I do it in the way they are intended to be built, like this. But with all the chatting going on, I think I'm pretty happy if I get it done in 3.5. But might even take a bit longer than that. Maybe if you guys cheer me on, I will make it. I need some cheerleaders here. Come on, piece, where are you? There's a piece hiding. It doesn't want to be built. You're not getting away that easily. I'm gonna find you and I'm gonna build you. All right. Dude, that NES, that's also in my dog age. Well, I'm that old that yes, I did play on the original NES a bit before the Super Nintendo came out, and man, so many good memories on that, especially with games like the original Mario and Duck Hunt, for instance. That's one of those games you rarely hear anybody talk about that, but for me as a small child, that was so much fun. Like playing Duck Hunt on the NES, really cool stuff. Or was it on the Super Nintendo? No, it was on the NES, right? I hope I'm not confusing the two now. Is Santa here? Come on, don't stop now. I won't. I'm gonna finish this. I'm gonna finish this completely. If the pieces stop hiding, I can finish it. Duck Hunt, I always shot a hound. Yeah, man, I know exactly what you mean. But yeah, very good memories about that. And when that was released, I didn't get it on release because I was a bit in doubt about it. I wasn't really too sure if I would like it, but it's such an amazing build. It will look a bit, how should I say this? The end result looks a bit plain, a bit basic, but if you know how it's built and the entire process that went into it, it's so amazing. The mechanical functions in there to make the screen moving, and the cassette pop out of the NES built by Lego, and the small details and references they have in there. It's so cool, and I'm really glad I still got it in the end. You can have some chips after. I think I have to. I'm exhausted after this. Maybe that will motivate you to finish early. Yeah, it might. Actually, it it is motivating me at the moment. Yeah, he earned his potatoes after this build. Thanks. I'm glad you guys allow me to eat some potato chips after I'm done. Thanks for that. This is a bit weird. They are literally just stacking bricks on top of each other, which usually they don't do like this. Just two by ones stacked on top of each other without interlacing them. Strange decision, but it might be because they don't have this brick in the 1x1, which probably, and the 4x1. You need a 1x1 and a 4x1 to make that work, but maybe they're not available or something. A bit of a weird decision, but in the end, it doesn't really matter because now I put a flat 2x4 on top of it, so it's stuck well anyway. Oh, and to come back at the piano is actually on that wish list I was telling you about on my my gift list. So with a bit of luck, I can find I can find a way to force people into buying that for me. Although it's a huge set. But funny thing about that is that actually, of course, my parents both know that I'm very much into the Lego, and my mom actually sent me a link of that like a month or so ago after it being released for a long time. And so she was like, "Look at this! This is so cool. Do you already have this one?" And I told her, "No, I don't." So maybe if I put some hints at that direction, I might get lucky, and we see a speed build of that pretty soon. But for some reason, it's still one of the sets that I'm like, it's not a day one buy. It's super cool. I would really love to build it, but I don't know. There's just some other sets that are have more priority for me at the moment. You see that more with new parts and colors. Yeah, that's true, but it's a bit weird for me. It still feels strange that they don't put it like you would expect the bricks to be put. But in the end, if it works, right? Where do you buy your Lego from? Shop at home, toy store? It really depends. So the day one buys, the stuff that I really want to have on the first day, and the most likely reason nowadays for that to happen is to just to get it out as quickly as possible for the channel, right? So there absolutely. Okay, wait. I have to show this. This is cool. I will continue my story after. Oh, let's not break everything on the inside. So we're working on the little roof chapel thingy here. So this is literally hinged on here. And by pressing firmly, it will attach. By doing so, also making this entire structure fit nicely. Really, really cool build. I'm super enjoying this right now. Definitely one of the more unique Winter Village sets. Have you got any tips for start buying and collecting old Lego sets? I'm thinking about reselling. Not sure yet. Wait, let me first finish the first question. So where do I buy my Lego from? Stuff that I want on day one. I usually get from the Lego store or the shop at home. I sometimes need to be in near one of the Dutch Lego stores for work. So if that fits with the timing of a set being released, I sometimes pick it up at the store itself. I call a day before to put one copy aside, and I just grab it at the store itself because it's just a bit quicker than ordering it. But most of the time, I will order it from the shop at home. But that's only with the new sets. All the other ones, I always look for the best deals. So that's mostly over the internet, and very often Amazon has some really good deals. Also pretty early after the set is being released. So that is one of my go-to places. And next to that, I have a local toy store in the village here, where I often go and check out what they have. So let's say once a month or something, I try to go there because it's a pretty small store, and they when they get some new stuff in, they often need to sell out the old sets pretty quickly, which means that they sell them with huge discounts. And I'm a sucker for big discounts on Lego. Let me be honest about that. I really can't let a good deal slip. And I absolutely found some sets there that are like a year old for 50% or more off. So that's one of the places where I go for some good deals, actually. And next to that, I also often buy some secondhand Lego from the secondhand reselling spots like Marktplaats in the Netherlands. But you really have to get lucky with that. Sometimes you get amazing deals. Sometimes you really get screwed by stuff that is not complete or bad quality or just not really worth it. So I try to be a bit more careful with that. Although sometimes, I absolutely get some great deals from buying secondhand. 1 second, I will get back to the chat in a bit. Nice. This looks really cool. Let me pause it here. Yeah, 50%. So I also know a bit of the reason why that is the case. So it's at the Intertoys, of course. You know it as a Dutch person. And this is like the guy that runs the store. He's not really the owner of the store, but he can make the decisions for himself. So I also always chat with him about it. And the thing is that since the store is really small, they need to really get the sets out as quickly as possible. And he can give some discounts on certain items, and he can literally choose that for himself. And he told me that he notices if he doesn't put a 50% discount on it, it will just stay in the store too long, and he won't get rid of it, and he can't display the new stuff that he can sell, of course, for the full price. So I usually check there when there's new batches coming in, and sometimes I get lucky and I get some very interesting, a bit older sets for very good prices, which is always nice. And even Amazon sometimes has discounts of up to, let's say, it can go up to 40%, I think, even. Nice. Oh, you also asked a question, buying and collecting old Lego sets and thinking about reselling. That thought has crossed my mind more than once as well. And I might still start doing that in a while because, especially if I look at my collection, there's a lot of Technic, for instance, in there that I don't really see in my display room. It's nice to build. I love building Lego Technic sets, but it's also not my main focus. I think for displaying Technic is not really that great, and I have a lot of that in my collection. And I'm also thinking about reselling some of my, especially my Lego Technic sets and sets that I don't really have a room for in my, really have a place for in my display room. But I haven't really gone through that yet. I find that I have a bit of a hard time selling my Lego. But there will absolutely come a point where I will, because at the rate I'm collecting right now, it's just, it will become too much, even though I have my own room, and at one point it will be too much to still find a nice spot for. So I will need to sell some items, and yeah, Technic is absolutely the first to go. And I have been thinking about using Bricklink for that, but I also hear some sounds that might not be the best idea because of the amount of money that they literally ask for being able to use the website. So tricky stuff. I'm also waiting for after Christmas. Maybe it's the same with Christmas balls, much clearance. That is actually absolutely true. Although with Lego, I find that most of the discounts you can find at the moment the new waves come in. So you have usually the big summer wave and the big winter wave. Those are really good times to look out for some clearance sales. So that, let's say, in early July, I think 1st of July and then the 1st of January, those are always really good moments to look for it. And another great moment I found out was right before the lockdown, when all the stores closed. A lot of shops really just wanted to get rid of some old leftovers and had some huge clearance sales. But let's hope we don't have to go into a lockdown again just to buy some Lego. That's not really what we're going for here, I think. Although that was a nice moment on scoring some discontinued sets for great prices. Okay, so I think we have another piece of the roof here, but we're putting the roof tiles on it immediately. I have to hurry up if I want to make it in the 3.5 hours. But almost done with this one. And the last one is going to be small. Nah, not another lockdown. No, please not. I'm also not hoping for that to happen. The build is coming along pretty nicely. Yes, it is. And you managed to stick around for a long time, actually. It's super fun to just chat while building. Okay, here we go. This is a bit tricky. There we go. There we go. Almost there. Thanks. I have also much fun chatting with you and the people on here. I think you have another subscriber. Yes, one more. That's worth the 3.5 hours of doing a live stream, man. No, I really appreciate it. All right. There we go. And this one goes on there like this. Cool. Man, that's clever. That's really clever. Let's get it to the camera again. You got a lot of leftover parts. Well, I got already a pretty decent bag of leftovers, and we're not done yet. But I'll show you this really cool structure again. So we have the last part of the roof. We click that together and then put a little Technic axle down here. And I think we then put that on top of the, yeah. One small correction, I made a little error, I saw. So now I turn this around and I place this like this on here. That is awesome. That is really cool how well this fits. All right. So the roof is on there now. It still looks like there is a bit of air in between the roof parts. But I think, yeah, that is just a matter of pressing this a tiny bit up. Nice, nice, nice. Last bag. Let's get this done. 40 minutes. I don't know if I will make that, but let's try. It's a small bag. It's a really small bag. It's only some detailing. Let's get it done. It's a really small bag. This should be possible. Race against the clock. If Santa's hat will come out here. Yes, it will. Nice. All right. We can do this. Where's his beard? There's his beard. Ah, nice. The Santa minifigure has dual molded boots now. Dual molded legs with boots on them. I don't think I ever saw that before in this figure. So that's really cool. The dual molded legs always look super nice. Santa. Use the teeth. Yeah, I have a scissors lying right next to me and I didn't use them. So a little Santa minifigure with the dual molded boots as the legs. That's cool. Let's put him here. And now quickly, 30 minutes. Let's get this done. What are we still making? What are we still making? It looks like we still have some roof parts to go. And yeah, of course, chimney. The chimney is not complete yet. So that is still coming up. Does he have a belly? No, he doesn't. Actually, that is kind of weird, right? Because the Lego Santa never really seems to have a belly, but I also rarely see that on minifigures. I know that there's a minifigure in the Hobbit set of Bombur, one of the dwarfs, and he does have a belly, but I think it's attached to the around the neck or around the waist, if I remember correctly. But there are minifigures with like a big belly, but Santa is not one of them. I have to look that up, that minifigure. I think that was a really cool, cool little minifigure, the Bombur from the Hobbit sets. Come on. I'm really racing against the clock now. Man, the detailing in the set is so cool. Ah, nice. So there's another little roof part that we can put in the back here. But it's actually, you can actually take it off. So you can have access to the room better. That's really nice. Yeah, like this. Nice, nice, nice. Fits really nice again. Yeah, and then we get the chimney. Looks like that's the last of it. Is there a time limit of streaming? I have no clue. I literally just started this with the intention of just building for like an hour or something. But you know, once you get going, you can't stop. Once the rhythm of building has you by the balls, you can't stop. You have to go on. Would be funny, right? If it cuts off at 3 hours and 3 hours and 30 minutes, just before I can finish it. Let's hope that's not the case. But I think it would be a weird time to stop 3 hours and 3 hours and 30 minutes. I have a race against the clock. Yeah, for myself. I set a time limit now. I set a time limit for myself. So there's nothing to do with YouTube. It might, but I don't think so. I think I've seen people stream for like like 10 hours straight, and it all goes directly on YouTube, and they're incredibly huge servers. So I should be fine with my 3.5 hour probably. Going fast. I don't intend to watch Santa for 10 hours. Yeah, that might not be the best way to spend your time. But as you can see by the tiny amount of pieces that is only left, this is almost done. So you can finally, without feeling bad about it, leave leave the stream. Okay, chimney. And we still get a little tree to put here. And that is it, I think. That is the last. How am I doing in the time? Oh, 7 minutes. I'm going to make that, I think. Nice, nice, nice. If I don't screw up now, that is. Nice little detail. A small birdhouse in the tree. Last few pieces. All right. And this goes here. And that is it. It is done. We did it. Really, really, really cool build. Let me get it off of here quickly so I can show it to the camera here before closing up. So we have some small little elements left. Oh, I missed one thing. I was wondering where this came from. Yeah, a little snowman. Spare parts. How are we doing? 325. Nice, nice, nice. All right, done with the camera. Done with this. Done with this. The little rascals will be up tomorrow early, so they don't care if you do an all-nighter. They show up on bed at 6 if I'm lucky. Well, I have to go to work at 6 o'clock, so I'm also going to have a short night. Oh, the winter tree, nice. With cheese wedge. Yes, absolutely. So a little tree on the side, and we have the final build here. I really love the rafter that we have up here with a little gift still in the front. So on the side here, this roof, you can easily take off so you can access the house better. But it also fits super nicely. And the details in this set are really, really cool. So we have the house itself with, oh, I'm demolishing it already. with a little hedge in front. Oh, a Christmas tree with the little feature. If you press it, it lights up. So a lot of transparent bricks inside here that make the Christmas tree light super nice detail. Some presents for under the tree with a trumpet. I don't know who ever got a trumpet for Christmas, but that doesn't matter. And then the minifigs. And I think the whole point is for Santa, you can literally drop him down the chimney. Yes, he fits and comes out in the house. So let me show you that up close before we close this off fully. So let me see to get a good angle on this. Hope you can see it like this. Maybe if I put the light a bit like this, I know it's annoying, but at least you can see inside a bit. So if you put him here, he will literally fall down. Oh, he's in the fireplace. Santa's gonna burn his ass. But that's also why the fireplace has this moving fire flames in there. Super cool stuff. I really like this one. The building was super nice. It has some really cool techniques being used. And I love the end result, it being looking closed, but still has a very open outside. Super nice build. All right, the white leaves, haven't seen that anywhere else yet. I did see them before. I think in some of the Chinese New Year sets, we had some white leaves. But they are relatively new, I think. Oh, nice light, yes. My kids never ever get a trumpet, never. No, don't. Mainly for yourself. Don't give them a trumpet for Christmas. All right, 3 hours and 29 minutes. So I'm going to close it off for now. Thank you so much for joining me. I had a really great time. I'm absolutely going to do this again. Make sure to also watch out for the speed build that I'm going to do, and I'm going to do a full-on review of this set. That will hit hopefully later this week. I will try to get it done before Friday, but I don't know if I can get that done. But I hope I will still release it this week to have it out there before the set releases on the 1st of October. Of course, for VIPs, it's already available. But that's it. Thank you so much. Good to have you here, and I'll see you in the next video or the next live stream. Bye bye. Good night.